Hey, what's up, Station? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make Leah Ashe's Sky Castle in a tiny house. It's low budget, like way less than 10,000 total, and maybe 5,000 without the extra fanciness and signs. Also, it's going to be super duper easy to build, and we'll have your own mini sky castle. Not really a castle, but you'll see what I mean. It's not complicated at all because I'm not actually going to be using lots of barriers in terms of making an actual castle, but it's still going to look really cute in the end, and make sure you trust the process. So, this is only part 1, which is going to be the living room. Credit to Suzy Builds for the build ideas and furniture, and since she made Leah Ashe's Sky Castle. And technically, I'm just going to be changing the format and stuff, but you'll see what I mean. Anyways, without further ado, let's start the video. So first things first, we're going to be going into edit house and stuff. So I'm going to start with the flooring, since the floors aren't really the type of floors that I like. I'm going to make my own floor. So you can just search up rug right in the type bar and just pull out some basic rugs. So I like using rugs instead of like the actual floors that were made by Adopt Me, because you can actually change the color of the floors of the rugs, and that can just be on your floor. So you just want to place rugs literally everywhere, like make sure it covers everywhere, and once I will be back once I'm done. Once you're done with filling in all of the rugs, all you have to do is just color them. So there's like 2 types of beige, like there's a dark one and a more lighter one. You're gonna choose the dark one, and you'll see why later on, but you just want to color all of them this color, so it's right here beside this purple, beside this brown, under this blue, and over this red. So once you're done, and this is why I told you to trust the process earlier, you're going to go to walls and actually color pink. And it's gonna look terrible, I know. It's really going to make this place look kind of terrible, but you kind of want to color these areas too, so it's gonna be kind of hard if you're to use like rugs or something like that, so I would just prefer to just color the wallpaper. After you're done coloring the walls, I'm going to be going to stuff again and typing in brick. Sorry about my chair. You could use blocks, but I prefer bricks just to make things a bit more like precise and everything. So I kind of just lined it up like this, and I kind of just made like a whole wall over here. Pretty cool. Oops, and want to do that to the other side as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can just go from here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to make things more symmetrical. I feel like there's not going to be enough space. I want to move like that in a bit. Just a bit. I kind of just stacked them up, then put it next to each other, and I kind of moved it in. Kind of like that. So you're going to want to color these bricks this light pink. So I don't really want to choose this pink because it kind of doesn't really go too well with the wallpaper, but this kind of feels like a lighter version of that pink, a lighter shade. So this is the color right beside the really neon pink and this darker pink, so right there. And you want to color all of these bricks this color. Next, you want to also get some more bricks, of course. And this is going to be kind of like the trim almost. So you kind of want to put it up there and kind of just, instead of putting it up like that, you can kind of like shrink it a bit like that. Not really shrink it, but like put it back a bit. So, and kind of make like a border around the bricks I would just put up there. It probably looks kind of funny. So you kind of want to make like a border like this. So you kind of just want to try to make it look kind of like this. So it kind of goes like this and like a little bump and like that. So I'm not sure if that's good explaining, but here it is. You could also do that to the bottom, which it might cost a bit more, but it will look super duper fancy. And like, who doesn't like fancy stuff? Like, I love fancy. So you can do it to the bottom if you want, but if you kind of want to save some money, you know, then you don't have to do this part. This part is just optional. I just thought that it looked really cool like this. Once you're done making the borders, you're just going to color it white. Any shade of white looks fine. I might choose like this white. It's like right beside the base and like under this really dark pink. But honestly, any white. So just choose one shade of white and keep it like that. After that, this probably looks really weird because of the ceiling. It's still white, so we're going to get mirrors. You could choose the 51 to make it like a lot easier to kind of cover up space quickly. You can do whatever you want to do. I feel like these ones are also pretty efficient, but to be honest, you can do whatever suits you. But I'm going to be doing the basic mirrors, so just so you know, different mirrors that you choose might result in different costs. So this is how much it cost for me, but it depends what mirrors you use, and if you use like a slight different sign or like a slight different amount of something. Now I feel like this looks a lot more fancier. I don't know. It might just be me. But the next thing we're going to do is kind of decorate right in front of the bricks. So I'm not sure what these are called, but I think it's in the lunar furniture. Yeah, it's the... I can't spell that, and I also can't see. Haha. It might be a bit bigger than actual bricks, so it might look kind of funny, but we're in a small area, you know, we have to do what works best. So you want to go to the placement grid size and change it to small so that you can like adjust it. You could also put it like that, but then you can also kind of see it behind, but it kind of looks cool. So you can do however you like. You can put it on top or you can put it on the bottom. It kind of leaves an awkward space, so unless you didn't put the bricks under, then this shouldn't be really a problem. But for those who did put the bricks underneath, which is what I also did to make it extra fancy, then yeah. So it makes it a bit taller, but it looks pretty neat to be honest. So you're going to color it this shade. It's right beside the color that we used for the bricks, but it's a bit darker and it looks super duper cool. I like this color. Now this is where things kind of get a bit difficult, but at the same time it's not that difficult. It depends on your level of building, but it shouldn't really be too hard. So first you want to get your bricks. Again, bricks are super helpful. You can create really cool things with bricks. Change the placement grid to large again. And kind of build a little portrait. This is where the rose is, but I don't think there's that much space to actually make the rose. So I'm just going to put something else instead. I don't know, you can put anything, it's just really small. But if you want it to be bigger, here's my tip. You can just put placement grid size too small, and you can put it like really close to the border, like that, and kind of expand it a bit. That also looks really cool too. So I made it a bit bigger, but as if you can't tell already, it may not be enough space to fill the rose in, and that's okay because I have another design that you can use, and we will still use the rose in this build, just not in today's part. But anyways, you're going to want to get a shelf, or you can use a barrier. I prefer shelves in case of these kind of things because it's kind of less overwhelming. And you want to put it like right here. And you're going to get the brick again, bricks. And you're going to kind of like line it up on the side just like that. Pretty cool. If you kind of expanded the place a bit, then you will have to use the small placement grid again. It's a bit more complicated and a bit more tricky, but it depends on your preference and everything. You don't really need to be an advanced builder for this. You just have to kind of put in some effort and just try your best. So I'm gonna kind of put a border all around here so it kind of just sticks out, but I will show you when I am done. So I'm finished, and what you want to do now, and this might get a bit more expensive because we have like a smaller canvas, a smaller space. My preference would be to use a rug to cover up the background of the canvas, but that won't work. But you can use the rug for the back of it, kind of like that. And you want to change the color to this pink, of course, the same pink as the brick. And then you want to kind of use the boards. So the board I'm talking about is the chopping board, and this gets kind of expensive, but you want to color this the same color as that, and you kind of just want to cover up this space. Once you're finished, when to get not flour. Oh, I just gave it away. Haha. You're going to get bowls, and you're going to make these really cute flowers with it. So you're going to put one bowl right in the center and color that yellow or however you like. I'll put it like that so it doesn't blend in with the, with the border. And I just cover up some bowls around it to make a really cute flower. I'm really obsessed with flowers now. I have no idea why. I just find them so like cute. You can color this however you want to color it, but since this is a pink sky castle, I'm gonna color it pink. I think maybe this pink would look cute this time. Ta-da! It looks really kawaii. I really like it. It also looks super fancy at the same time. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is get some more bricks, of course, and I'm just gonna get like 4. And I'm also going to get that handy shelf again, and obviously we're going to delete it in the end, so it doesn't really cost anything. So I want to put the placement grid to large again and put the bricks on kind of like that, kind of like push it back and color this white. And you want to do the same thing to the other side. Oh no, oh my god, this makes me mad. It's not symmetrical. It makes me mad because I like when things are symmetrical. Oh no. Two rugs over here, and then I'm gonna color that the same color as before. Next, we're gonna get another rug again, and we're going to have to kind of go like that. And you're gonna color this part the same color you colored that. And I don't know why it just appears to be darker. That's funny, haha. So now we are finished the wall part, I think. I'm also going to now put in the couches, and these couches are like really cheap, to be honest. Or is it a sofa? Yeah, it's a cheap sofa. You kind of want to put the sofa right there, and I know it's a cheap sofa, no one likes cheap sofas, but if you use other sofas, it's gonna like not really fit the layout. It's gonna be too long, so kind of want to put them right like that. Kind of want to align them. And you're also going to want to get a barrier just to block the other side right here. And trust me, this is really going to look weird and awkward, but with some things you can, with some changes and some things, you can kind of make it look less awkward. And this looks really awkward, so I want to get a rug and just kind of cover it up to here. So that way you can't really see the change in difference. So yeah, I think it looks a bit better like that. And next you're going to also color the sofas as well, and you can color this any shade of pink or maybe any other color, but I'm just going to color it just maybe a lighter shade of the pink. And it looks really like it's going to blend in, but don't worry because we're going to get some discs. I keep on spelling it wrong. And don't really worry about the pillows unless you really want to add pillows. You can always add pillows to the couches, but just for like the simplicity of it and stuff, we're not going to. And it's gonna kind of look like clouds right behind it. I know that Suzy Builds didn't add this into the build, but I think it looks really nice, so I'm kind of just gonna add some random clouds here and there, you know, everywhere. And it does not have to be symmetrical, even though I love when things are symmetrical, like completely. You don't have to, obviously, it's like a free cloud. Once you're done, again, you're going to get some more rugs and kind of just make it go all the way up there like that. Maybe kind of extend it a bit. Then add a second layer and color it the lighter version of the beige, and that's why I used the darker version before, so then you can use the lighter version after. And then you're going to put on one more layer of pink, and this part is also just optional. I think it looks better, but obviously you don't have to put in a second layer. A third layer, sorry. Sometimes placing the rugs on the floor can be kind of difficult, so you can actually just use some chopping boards and kind of just fill in any spaces because sometimes it's kind of hard to place the rugs. So yeah, and over here I'm kind of gonna go grab another rug and kind of just place it like right here and color that pink. So now I think we're pretty much done with this. You could add some decor on the walls if you want, maybe some stuff over here, whatever you like, but I think this place looks pretty cool if you ask me. Thank you so much for watching today's little speedville, and out of my head, but like speed tutorial, just a bit of a tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Part 2 will be up soon, I hope. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!